Greetings, Space Cadets, and welcome back to another fun-filled, action-packed adventure day of Outer Wilds, as is it always. A lot has happened since I have last logged in, although it has not been terribly long. I almost died and went to the hospital. Lepcis and I got lost yesterday and fought some bandits, and I have fixed my... I'm calling it early, but I have fixed my crashing issues. So, accordingly, after hours and hours of troubleshooting what the heck is going on with my laptop, it seems that underclocking the core something something and the other something something by an arbitrary number of numbers fixes my crashing issues on just about 95% of my games. I have yet to test to see if that is true in Outer Wilds. We are going to see if that's true today. Hopefully, this is going to be a very not crash-filled adventure. I'm gonna see if we can actually orbit Timber Hearth and then not crash. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to slowly get drawn into the planet and then die, but hey, it means we're on a time limit. Let's check the computer. Wow, we got a lot of stuff on the computer. We're going to crash into Timber Hearth before we can read all this. Unless reading... Yeah, that planet is getting ominously closer. Let's... Alright, fine. I thought we could be cool. Oh, Adelrock! Adelrock! No! Adelrock is closer, so we'll just land here. Adelrock, why is your gravity so low? Come on, man. Pull us in. Yeah, that's a big crater I don't think I really ever noticed. How did I never notice this crater? Surely we noticed this crater. It's icy. I don't know if there's anything significant here. Oh, land on the dang planet. Stupid low-gravity moon. Okay, let's go read all these fancy things on the computer that we discovered in the last episode, which was kind of nice to have an episode where we figured out so many things. The control module recently received a request from the Ash Twin project to launch the probe. The cannon was aligned with a randomly selected probe trajectory. The probe was successfully launched, but the cannon's structural integrity was compromised in the process. Damage is detected in multiple modules. The launch module is badly damaged, but its projection pool is still intact. A no-mind named Mallow argued that it wouldn't matter if the cannon's structural integrity was compromised, since they only needed to fire the probe once. A no-mind named Privet countered that they wouldn't be capable of receiving the probe's data if the probe tracking module was destroyed. Indeed, it was. One of the orbital probe cannon's 3 modules. The probe tracking module is receiving data from the launched probe. Any Nomai aboard the probe tracking module would be the first to see the coordinates of the Eye of the Universe. A Nomai computer reports the probe tracking module is missing. I saw the probe tracking module through a Nomai projection pool. It looks like the module is underwater. I could see purple electricity outside the viewport. That's stuff we already know. That's pretty much exactly what I said when we found it. It's still a question mark, though. But we don't have anything else we can figure out, so... Oh. Construction yard. This island is where the Nomai built the orbital probe cannon. Oh, so it is where they built a cannon. For some reason, the Nomai put the orbital probe cannon on indefinite hiatus. The cannon was not asked to fire. According to a Nomai computer, a long-range probe was recently launched from the orbital probe cannon. The ocean current discovery. The Nomai at the Southern Observatory constructed a model of Giant's Deep that revealed how an object might sink below the strong ocean current. There is a path beneath the surface that leads to the observatory. The trailhead starts at Brittle Hollow's equator. And that is the Southern Observatory, which I believe is where we will be headed today. I don't think there's any other clues or anything like that, so let's just go straight out there. Are we even touching the ground? I think we were. But yeah, okay, so Brittle Rock... It's fine. It's fine. I'm a professional. Don't worry about it. Brittle Hollow something about the equator and an entrance, but we weren't able to find it last time. I'm not rightly sure exactly what we're looking for. Oh, that was that was almost the most photogenic landing we've ever had. Okay, we kind of landed near the equator, which is convenient. We can use our ship to resupply then, if we need it, while we're circling the crater looking for this southern observatory. I can't quite recall precisely why we're looking for it. I don't know if we really know. I know that we want to find that missing tracking module so that we can figure out where the eye of the universe is or something. In order to do that, we need to get, presumably, into the center of Giant's Deep, the best planet. Now, we could just try careening our ship at high speed into the planet, but something tells me we would just explode if that happened, so... Although, I don't know. I don't know how water physics work in this game. Well, we got some oxygen. That's nice, I suppose. Is this the trailhead? There was definitely a Hearthian here at some point. The journey here from the South Pole has been, I'm going with harrowing because of the, all the meteors. But hey, at least I made it here unconcussed and not on fire. Okay, let's see. I poked around a little and there's some sort of old Nomai path that starts across from my campsite inside the ruined building with trees growing out of it. Doesn't look like anything horrible, just stairs leading down. I can handle stairs. After I get my supplies together, I'll follow the path and see where it leads. Is this it? I thought we couldn't come here because of the ghost rock. However, our Hearthian friend seems to have said that it is possible. He said it was across from the campsite with the building with the trees growing out of it. Oh, there is an entrance. We too can handle stairs. Looks like some gravity crystals in need of repair. Is this really it? What? Oh, I always forget that. No, this can't... This doesn't take us to the Southern Observatory. This just takes us into the planet. I don't think this is it. Watch, it's actually this, and now I'm just completely going the wrong direction now. We're looking for some kind of path. But this is a path. Okay, we'll give everything... We'll keep going around the equator of the planet. And if we don't find anything else, we'll go down those stairs. You know, it might have been better to do this in the ship, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's not this. Then again... Wait, is this a second orbital launch pad? This isn't the one with the landslide next to it. Am I getting my planets mixed up? I'm getting my planets mixed up. I'm thinking of Ash Twin. Ember Twin. It does have a recall pad, or a recall device, though. I suppose this could be the Southern Observatory. It is on the equator. You know, there are an awful lot of things on the equator. Great, 50% fuel. Are we even 50% across the planet? We better speed up our travel. There's a lot of things on the equator! The Nomai escape pod is on the equator. Oh, we're getting a little off track here. Come on. Recorrect. Recorrect. Oh, we need to make sure that the same thing that happened to us last time doesn't happen again. Let's be a little conservative with this last bit of fuel. Make sure we can actually get back to our ship. Since apparently you can't super boost with oxygen. Meh, meh, meh. You know we've been playing a lot when I'm getting used to the explosions and not jumping every time they occur. Gosh darn it. Oh, that's it. Just cheat on that one. Okay, so there are roughly 3 locations. There's the Nomai escape pod, which I always laugh thinking about it being called a pod. It's nearly a shuttle, if not already. There's the Nomai escape pod, there's the campsite, and then there's the... What? Who busted our ship? What happened? Exit ship to electrical systems damaged at hull. Aft hull. Wonder if our ship got hit by a meteor. Huh. Alright, well we can get that. Eventually. It's a lot easier to repair the ship in 0 gravity. Hey, we have light. Oh, we don't have the nifty little equator. Okay, never mind. No, we definitely should have done it on foot because we don't have the equator indicator. And I'm completely lost now. Is this the Southern Observatory? This has to be the Southern Observatory. Well, it doesn't have to be. Nothing has to be anything. Okay, here's the campsite. We'll go down into the campsite. I'm almost certain we've done this already. But as Holmes says, knowing where things are not is sometimes as valuable as knowing where things are. Although he did not say it in those exact words. Or really say it at all, since he's a fictional character. But, you know. Speaking of Holmes. There's this ancient Holmes... Okay, I say ancient because it's from the 80s, but, you know, that's not that really ancient. There's the ancient Holmes game that is super fun, but really hard. That's all text-based, that you can play with friends. It's great. It's not digital. I'm doing a really bad job of explaining it. I'm sure if you just type in something like Sherlock Holmes mystery game 1980, you'll find it. Yep. I broke it. Come back. Come back, Gravity Rocks. Gravity Crystal Workshop. We're not interested in that. We're interested in the Southern Observatory. Hanging City. We hear that guy playing his banjo. We don't want to go this way, though. This doesn't get us to where we want to be. This just takes us to the city, I think. The Hanging City, right? I mean, I knew it was going to take us here, yet I followed it anyway. Do I have to knock them over all the time? That's the one we already saw. We're not getting anywhere by doing this. Let's go back up. Gravity cannon. Yeah, that's not what we want. Oh, but we could go further down. I mean, we've definitely been here. I'm just kind of hoping, it's a bit of a weak hope. I'm kind of hoping that we'll just find a sign that says Southern Observatory this way. It's been a while since we talked to this guy, Rybeck. Oh, you launched. That's great. Good job, you. Wow, I guess that means you've probably been out here a while, huh? Well, this is Brittle Hollow, but you probably knew that. Lots of history here. I'm in a hurry. Can I ask you something? Sure. Of course. Ask anything you want. I learned something. Oh, cool. What is it? I saw the old settlement. Isn't it amazing? Hard to believe the settlement's still standing, but there it is. Really makes you appreciate living somewhere like Timber Hearth. You know, somewhere that isn't constantly being bombarded with meteors and rocks and stuff. I saw the sunless city on Ember Twin. You mean there's another Nomai city inside of Ember Twin? That's incredible. A whole city, and I had no idea it existed. This is great. How did they keep the sand out? If it were me, I'd be nervous about getting buried in the caves by that awful river of sand. Gosh, the Nomai sure were ingenious, building an entire settlement underground. The Sunless City. Wow. That means there were two groups of Nomai. One that lived on Ember Twin, and one that lived here on Brittle Hollow. But they must have traveled around the solar system, since Nomai writing can be found on other planets too. I went to the comet and, oh, wow. Wow. So that's how the Nomai died? That's really sad, isn't it? I know it was a long time ago, but still. Stars above, it's lucky we hadn't evolved to live on land yet. To think if the comet hadn't killed them, our species might have coexisted in the solar system. That would have been amazing. But I guess if I hadn't wanted to learn why the Nomai disappeared, I'd never have left Timber Hearth and came out here, or had any of these adventures. Don't get me wrong, space is terrifying, but, you know, it has its moments. I think we've probably done the rest of these. You visited the Hanging City? Oh gosh, how was it? Was it amazing? Was it beautiful? Was it scary? The Hanging City is where the Nomai settled permanently on Brittle Hollow. It was their most advanced settlement here. Why they chose to build their most advanced settlement so close to you-know-what is beyond me. Maybe that kind of thing makes sense to a Nomai, though. Maybe they needed the black hole for something? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we read that one, but that's okay. I like this guy. Okay, maybe we go up? Or maybe down? I feel like maybe down is better. Oh, it's not up or down, it's just go or not go. Come on, let's go. Over the black hole. I will admit, I had a pretty, I won't call it like, cripplingly paralyzing phobia. I have a cripplingly paralyzingly, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say, phobia, and it is of arachnids, but I never quite liked space either. I will admit, having had played this game so long, my fear of at least space itself is waning. I mean, frankly, all they had to do was just make something scarier that was space, and that is the interdimensional clown fiesta that is Dark Bramble. I mean, but this is just the... I don't think we get anything for being here, because this is just the quantum tower. I didn't know that we could even climb up the stairs. Wait, detected oxygen. Oh, wow, we're outside. Cool. Okay. Well, we already know... We've already been in the quantum tunnel, we're not missing anything. Might as well go back to the ship and start this over again. Okay, so it's probably not the campsite. That leaves... what? The Nomai ship... and that giant gravity cannon tunnel thing. Oh, I don't want to go this way. I want to go the other way. Yeah, let's use all our fuel. Now that I am thoroughly lost. Am I just going the same way? I can't tell anymore. But there's a lot of everything missing. What is that? Is that where we went? I think that's where we walked down. Good grief, there's like nothing left. Well, we certainly have every opportunity now to... No, we need that! Come back! Jeez, the whole thing's going down. Yeah, it's just gone. It's gone. The black hole took it. And now where do we go looking? Is the Southern Observatory... Is there no way to get to it now? Well, wait a minute. What about that observatory on the South Pole or whatever, where the... Oh boy. Oh boy. Correct. Jeez, let's get in our ship before we lose it. Ow, face. Okay, let's see if there is a way, now that there's so much missing rock, to get in here. Can we enter in from the bottom? Oh goodness, possibly. I don't know why I didn't think to do this in the first place. Probably because it's insane. But, you know... Oh, there are gravity crystals there. Okay. I don't think we can get the ship in. Well, we could finagle it a little bit more, but I don't think it's happening. But there are clearly gravity crystals right there. Which means, theoretically, we need to find a way to get out here on foot. It's not going to happen with the black hole down there, because the moment we leave the ship, we're going to lose our thrust, and there's no way we're getting... Oh, can we land here? Hey, this is looking promising. Oh, come on. There we go. Another grade A... triple class landing by yours truly. Now we just have to... Okay, there we are. Oh man, there's Ghost Rock. And there's also the end of the world, but we're gonna see how far we can get anyway. That's a lot of Ghost Rock. Maybe we can just kind of slip through the middle here? Oh, nope, too much, too much. Well, this is a problem. I don't really see a good... Nope, that was bad. Oh, did we die from Ghost Rock? We beat the traffic home, at least, that way. We didn't have to wait for the sun to explode. Okay, so we can get there, but we can't... The Ghost Rock prevents us from going forward. Why would they give us a clue that we need to go to the equator? Of Brittle Hollow, if we could just fly there, unless the Ghost Rock really does block the whole thing. Is that the Southern Observatory? I have to assume that that is the Southern Observatory. What else would it be? I can't imagine that... Well, it would help if we figured out whether it was actually on the southern hemisphere. That would probably be useful if I checked the indicator next time. Yep, wrong rotation. Yeah, it's a pity. You know, Dead Space is one of my favorite games in the world. All of the sequels are terrible, and they never should have been made. But Dead Space 1, perfection. And the game always kind of scared me, because you spend so much time in space, and I kind of... I mean, it's not, like, a big deal, but, like, it's kind of funny. It's not going to be as scary next time I play it. I'm going to be like, zero gravity. Ha! Necromorphs. Pah! We braved the terror that was the Outer Wilds. I'm still probably never going to be good at traveling in zero gravity, though. Where is the southern hemisphere? You know, the problem with planets is that they themselves don't recognize... I'm hitting the wrong button. They themselves don't recognize north or south. Planet's just a rock. I have like a sign that says, hey, south. Hey, north. Alright, we're on the North Pole. We need to go to the South Pole. So we're actually in the complete opposite place we need to be. That's okay, though. Shouldn't take us... Here we go. Okay. So this has to be the Southern Observatory, then. I'm calling it. This is the Southern Observatory. This is where we need to get. Our clue is that the entrance to the trailhead... Yeah, we're on the South Pole. Our clue is that the entrance to the trailhead is somewhere along the equator. You know what? I'm taking that advice. I'm throwing it out the window. We're going to find our own path. Presumably, though, we're going to need to find a point of ingress into the planet. And then from there, we just have to fly towards the giant blue icicles. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. That looks almost ship-sized. This is why I don't play Ascent. Descent. It's fine, don't worry about it. Everything is great. Being a human is great! I really want a shirt that says that. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, if anyone knows where a shirt with the character Mona just saying being a human is great, send it to my wife so she can... Oh, no! Well, that could have been better. I think we lost some thrust somewhere along the way. Whoa! No! Not good! Being a human is terrible! Okay, we're gaining on it now. I guess we're not a human, we're a Hearthian. No! Okay. Apparently the soft metal shaft of our ship saved us. Can we find something and just hold our velocity here? No, we can't. I don't know how to do this. We're kind of just slowly moving away. We could try flying back to Brittle Hollow, I guess. No, we're losing... I think we've only got one thruster. Yeah, because it keeps pulling me to the right. Okay, now we are technically moving almost not at all, so maybe if we get out, we'll be able to keep up with the ship. I think. Yeah. Alright, which thruster busted? This one. Starboard. Starboard? I can never say it right. What's this one then? It's starboard and what's the other one? Yeah, whatever. Are we good? The hull. We don't need to repair the hull. Okay, so at this point, there's probably at least more pieces of brittle hollow broken off, so this should theoretically be easier. Hey! It's as if it was waiting for us. Okay, in all actuality, we should probably get out and repair the hull here, because we may not be driving the most safe in our upcoming attempts. Where are we at? Okay. Alright, so this I'm pretty sure is where we want to be. We could land the ship there, but that's kind of guaranteeing that at some point this piece is going to break off and we're going to lose it. Let's just park where we parked last time. I mean, it wasn't great, but it also worked. You know, some days are better than others. At least we have full oxygen this time. Can you imagine if this white hole station wasn't here? What would we even do? We would just die every time. Every time we got here. A normal person would die. If this was real space, there wouldn't be a Nomai white hole station on the other side of the black hole. I'll remember the right button eventually. As Ender said, there's no up in space. Which is largely my problem right now. Alright. Well, that was convenient. We're on the right planet. Our ship is kind of in the right spot. Oh, no, no. Our ship is in the right spot. It's just not in a place where we can really use it. We could be really bold and just break our legs and then jump straight down in there in an attempt to reach our ship. I feel like the black hole would get us, though. Seems like a bona fide Chezni way to mess things up. Okay, so can make that jump. I'm confident we can make that jump. Well, we could if I aimed a bit better. Here we go again. It's a sure good thing that Feldspar left that fuel tank for us. So why are all the planets aligned like this? Like, is it normal to be able to see a rotational axis that lines up with all the planets, or is that just something they did in the game? Because I'm trying to think of the logistics of it. I don't... Like, our solar system, right? You couldn't just line up all the planets in our solar system, because there are movies about that, where all the planets align and whatnot, but it only happens briefly or something like that. Oh, hey, what do you know? Our ship is fine. Okay, so the answer is yes. We technically can make that jump. But there's not a lot of room for correction once the jump has been made. So we really need to make sure we're lined up properly the first time. Seven broken limbs later. Hey, that's not actually that far from the truth, is it? Don't we have like 4 arms? No, wait, we just have extra eyes. Okay, so we're here again. But we gotta be really careful not to walk away from the gravity crystals, otherwise we're just going to fall. Theoretically, we could try to jump it. It's over here. I mean, if we could just bypass this ghost rock. It sounds so simple when I say it like that. Wait, what's this? Let's try to get over there. No, just give us our scout back. Oh yeah, wow, that's a really cool view of the ghost rock. But yeah, we should just be able to jump over here now, right? Stop that. Put the scout, put it away. Put that thing back where it came from. Come on, gravity crystal, save me. Save me, gravity crystals. Okay, we did it. But did we do it? I think we really did do it. We're here. Walk across the equator. Pfft. All you have to do is land your ship in an extremely precarious location, jump into the black hole twice, and you're fine. I think we can make that jump. Okay, I feel like we're getting somewhere. Maybe. I mean... Oh. Well, that seems to be our destination. Hey! We did it! We're here. Alright, we gotta move a little bit quickly because I don't know how much time we have left. Hey, it's the metallic pool. Giant seed projection stone, okay. Cassava says, Kanoi, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly. And oh wait, we've already read this. Kanoi, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon component to sink even partially below the surface, but ours sank straight to the core. Cassava convinced me not to. Yeah. We totally read this. Brutal hollows. Yeah. Oh, what's the purpose of a projection stone here? Oh, they project one to another. Okay, I get it now. That's why the data is the same. Alright, let's get rid of that. Got some weird tornadoes here. They appear to be real. They're making sounds. Let's try to jump in. Oh, yeah, that's a tornado. Or at least a created, centralized one. Does appear to be moving ever so slightly across here. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, it is moving, the base of it. Cassava Construction Yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift... Of course they're using the cyclones to lift pieces of the cannon into orbit. To lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit. One component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Connoy says, Spire and I are crafting a model to determine why this has happened. An update. It's now clear there are 2 different types of cyclones, says Spire. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones Cassava typically uses to send components into orbit. There also exists a rare type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. Cassava says, my gratitude, Spire. Connoy is showing me your handiwork, and I was intrigued by this secondary type of cyclone, but was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? The model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. Also, I very much wanted to make a model. That's great. Okay, so this cyclone should carry us down then. What's certainly not carrying us up. Yeah, it won't let us jump either. Okay. So it spins to our right, whereas the other ones spin to our left. And that checks out no matter which angle you're looking at it, because it's a circle. I know that sounds obvious, but I need to tell myself that so I don't second-guess myself later. Okay. Here's the exit. A little bit of pop-in with those trees. Oop! Face! We really can see outside, or rather through this glass, now that we're on the inside of the observatory. How should our methods change as we continue our search for the Eye of the Universe? Contemplates Connoy. Mallow says, we know what the eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon, so what if we try to find the eye visually instead? Let's send out a probe. Wait, so they know what the eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon? Avon says we need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover those long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch. And it's moonless, except when the quantum moon is visiting. Yes, let's build the cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. Privet has to add, as we couldn't find the eye's signal using 2 different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue this search method. How should our methods change? We should discontinue. Oh, Privet, I can never remember their genders. He or she is saying that they should stop building things that try to locate the eye's signal because it's not working. Cassava has to say that Mallow's idea is clever, but we had no idea where the eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. We were talking about this in the last episode. Kane responds, I believe I have a solution for that problem. Have you spoken with Raimi and Pi about the technology they're developing? That's where it ends. Raimi and Pi, huh? Oh, we have things. What's this one? The sun? Maybe? Oh, wait, no. Isn't this the symbol for the eye? Is this possibly simulating the... Well, we should read first. What have we learned thus far in our search for the eye of the universe? Those of us on the vessel originally followed the eye's signal to this star system, but we were unable to warp to the eye itself. The locator we built on the Addle Rock and the new, more sensitive locator we built here were both unable to detect any trace of the eye's signal. Hypothesis: the eye has stopped emitting its signal. Mallow says, based on our knowledge of the quantum moon, we believe the eye is in orbit around this star system's sun. This would mean the eye is located within a finite, albeit enormous, range. Ah, alright. This is starting to make a lot more sense. If they could determine that the eye was in orbit around this solar system's sun, then it would make a lot more sense to think that, you know, like if you launched a probe, it might eventually find it. I was thinking about this, after the recording, how silly my suggestion sounded after repeating it in my head that perhaps they were attempting to launch the probe across the galaxy, because eventually it would run into something. It would run into a planet or an asteroid or something. Like, you could not cover all of the universe, right? Like, with a probe being launched in an infinite number of straight lines from a single point, because eventually those straight lines would come into contact with something. But if they know that the eye is somewhere in rotation around this solar system, and if these 4 planets plus plus the Interloper, because I don't think the Interloper counts as a planet, are the only planets, they might be able to know that they're not going to hit anything with a probe. Cassava says, suppose the eye doesn't wish to be found. I think this is not the first time Cassava has questioned this. Plume responds, Cassava, how can you suggest that? The eye's signal called out to summon us to the star system. Cassava says, I'm aware, I grew up hearing the eye's story, yet we're no closer to finding it than you were when we first arrived here. I can't keep track of who is a child and who isn't, but I do know that there were some children who grew up here. Is this the sun? And then this is the symbol for Brittle Hollow, I believe. Wait, this doesn't look like Brittle Hollow. This looks like, No. This is the symbol for Dark Bramble. Curses. Curse you, Dark Bramble, and your horrifying evil fish. Giant's Deep. I think that one might be Brittle Hollow. So the planet that we're on. Timber Hearth. The Twins. I see. And yeah, the solar system is... all of the planets seem to be rotating on a perfect axis. Which again, I don't think that's how our solar system works. I could be wrong. I probably need to study more about space before I say something like that. Okay, so there's our solar system. There's now what appear to be explosion symbols. So are they calculating... They're calculating which launches would run into a planet? Is that what's happening here? It's hard to tell. So, like, if they launch the probe along this circular rotation, those explosion symbols are where it would hit a planet? I'd have to guess that's what it is. Oh, look, our ship is definitely at the White Hole Station. Really quickly, I'm going to try and see if there's any obvious things we missed. I don't see anything. Oh, wow. We do have a good view of the sun, though. I wish I understood this better. What happens if we remove some of the planets? Theoretically, wouldn't the explosions disappear? Or would there be fewer of them? Or are those explosions at all? Or are those signals of the eye? Oh, we lost our boost. I wonder how much of Brittle Hollow is left. It can't be that much. Is that the interloper? Probably. Okay. So we know... Oh shoot, I've already forgotten the direction. I think left means it's carrying you out, and right means it's carrying you down. It's spinning to the right, which would be counterclockwise. The right comparative to how we're looking at it. If we're on the ground looking at it, not from above or something. Although, I guess it would be spinning to the... Would you call that right? No, you wouldn't call it right if you were above it. You would call it counterclockwise. But if you took a clock and flipped it face down on a table... and then looked at it, it would appear as if it was spinning left, because it would be going clockwise. Anyway, I'd hazard a guess to say that I think the underclocking issue did indeed fix the crashing, because we have managed to have 2 full days without any problems whatsoever, which means my normal timing is off. This might... I think this episode might run a little long, but that's okay. We'll finish out this day and then we'll end it there. But in the meantime, I think our goal is just simply to go to Giant's Deep, where we will... I don't know. I kind of want to see what's gonna happen. Let's see what happens if we just crash as hard as we can into the water. Hopefully we don't hit a planet. No, we just... Oh, there's a jellyfish down there. There are jellyfishes! And there's purple lightning! Did we... What happened? Are we... Oh, there's this current and it prevents us from... Oh, sorry. I got a little lightheaded from that. Something about being underwater and seeing the center is not good. Anyway, okay. Isn't that one turning to our left? No, wait, but that means it's clockwise. We want one that's turning to our right. That one's turning to our right. Alright, let's go. Take us to the depths. We did it. I don't know what we did. Okay, this is going to be a little difficult. It's just the center of the planet, right? We can do this. I can't do this. Okay. We have to find a way to do this. that doesn't freak me out. If I just close my eyes, right? Well, I'll just close my eyes and go forward. It'll be fine, right? Maybe? Oh. Oh, we didn't actually go in. Oh, so it's preventing us from going in. That's what the red is. I see. The jellyfish. Are they feeding off the electricity, or are they providing it? And this is a live jellyfish. Unlike the frozen ones, or one... Was there more than one? We found on the Dark Bramble planet. I don't like that red, it freaks me out. I also don't like being so deep underwater. Okay, against my better judgment, I'm going to touch this. Oh boy. Well, kind of understandably, we lost our electrics. But we still have thrust and everything else, so I guess we can continue to explore. We just don't have any lights. How do we bypass this magnetic core? That's clearly not by... Wait, what? They just kind of drifted down? Oh, gosh darn it, we don't have our landing camera anymore. Okay, well, what if we follow the jellyfish? Reactor damage, electrical systems damage, that's crazy. Reactor? What's the reactor do? I think we're gonna have to leave. Let's try and find a tornado that takes us out. We need one that spins to the right. Or... These are both spinning. No, these are spinning to the left. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh! What the... What just happened? I think our reactor blew up. Alright. Fancy a swim. I can't believe we're gonna do this, but let's go into the center of the planet in person? That sounds... No, that's too much. I can't do that. I don't know what to do. Alright, well, we still gained information. We gained the information that we can indeed get into the center of the planet. From there, there's the core filled with jellyfish. The jellyfish have the ability to enter the core of the planet, but we do not. Is that a piece of our ship? Oh, that is awesome. I think that's a piece of our ship. Yeah, that's our cockpit. It's fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so the jellyfish have the ability to enter the magnetic core by... It just sort of sank in. It itself has an electric current. We know that because we touched one, and we lost our electricity. What is that? Why is that moving like that? Is that normal? Wait, what is that? Oh, that's right. Giant Steep has super gravity. I don't remember there being a moving island. Oh well. Hey, Gabbro. We found a thing. Wait, does he know about... Is he one of the ones who's also synced with one of the masks? I can't remember. The way he talked to us, I think he is. How do you stay so calm in the face of repeated impending death? Deep breaths. No, seriously. I meditate. Want me to teach you? It'll be the next loop before you know it. Nah, I'm good. Okay, let me know if you change your mind. Time flies when you're in a deep meditative trance. Yeah, okay, so Gabbro knows that we're just dying over and over again. I found something. Nice, nice. What you got for me? I reached the inside of Statue Island. So the Nomai created those head statues to record memories, huh? Yeah, I could see the Nomai doing that. Not sure what for, but it seems like their sort of thing. Do you think the statues are recording our memories then? Because I remember that one on the beach looked at me funny. That must be my memory friend. Hello, again. Oh, whoops. I found what happened to the orbital probe cannon. Whoa, that's the cannon breaking apart at the start of each time loop? For real? Did you figure out why? Over-enthusiasm. It's kind of scary how much that sounds like something Slate or Feldspar would do. I'm pretty surprised the Nomai built something that actually broke. Come to think of it, though, broke might be the wrong word, because it looks like the orbital probe cannon is still firing successfully at the beginning of each time loop. Let's see if he says something different if we say too much power. No, he just says the same thing. He gives us a bit of a clue there, because he says broke might not be the right word because it's firing at the beginning of every time loop. I think we're really... we might have a lot of credibility in our theory that that's how they're attempting to reach the planet. So wait, though. Why would... This guy's kind of great, isn't he? And he just lands on the hammock. That's pretty good. I found your quantum poem. Oh yeah, the one in the woods. I remember writing that. Pretty fun, right? It works out to a good 24 poems. When I'm done exploring, I want to make some more quantum art. Maybe some kind of creature sculpture that just, like, shows up while your back is turned and scares the daylights out of you. What are you doing out here? Well, what are any of us doing out here, really? Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm out here exploring our solar system, same as you. But I tell you what, our outer space really gives you room to think. It's quiet and peaceful out here. I mean, it's usually quiet and peaceful. Sometimes a cyclone comes by and lifts my little island paradise clean out of the water. Then, less peaceful. Cool, cool. Take it easy out there. Well... You know, honestly, looping time right now might not be the worst idea. Sure, why not? Okay, close your eyes. I assume this just resets us. Yeah. Okay, so the thing I was wondering was why is he resetting at the beginning of the day? Because I would have assumed that the Nomai statues would reset you at the moment at which you looked into their eyes. But wait a minute, no, that's not true. Because we looked into the statue's eyes before... Actually, I can't quite remember. We didn't look into the statue's eyes here. We looked into it in the museum. Which means that the time reset happens... Oh, now we can meditate until next loop! Oh my goodness, that's awesome. How did we miss that? That's a really nifty tool. Anyway, yeah, all I was going to say was just, though, that the reset seems to actually be happening right when the probe launches, which I feel like must be significant. And it's 22 minutes, which I think is the length, or sorry, we have 22 minutes until the sun explodes, which I think is the length of time, or I'm assuming it's 22 minutes until the sun explodes, which is the length of time the Nomai were trying to make something appear before it enters a black hole. Anyway, we actually ended up resetting the day, so I'm going to end it there. Thank you as always for watching, where the mystery will continue to unravel, hopefully. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.